This is just stunning this morning. Absolutely stunning. Let's just see if you can see behind me. There are a few clouds, not too many, but there's going to be some absolutely gorgeous light, and that is what it's all about. Beautiful twilight glowing behind me. Let me just turn around a bit. Those beautiful sort of magenta, steely blue early morning tones. Love it, absolutely love it. So I'm going to get to the top of the dunes here. Let's just see if we can try this and avoid too much wind sound. Maybe not, but let's have a little turn round. All that's my playground this morning. Absolutely beautiful. Wow, gorgeous. Anyway, let's get the first shots of the morning set up, and then we'll take it from there, okay? See you in a minute. Oh guys, I hope this wind's not going to be a problem, but anyway, I'll try and, this is my first shot. Let's show you my first shot. It's a very general shot, and there's nothing wrong with a general, here I am, first image type thing. Nothing wrong with that at all. It's always, in fact, it's always nice to get that one image out of the way, even if it's nothing absolutely special. It's just nice to take that one image, and then it sort of sets you up and you think, oh, that's okay. And you know you can do a little bit better. There's probably, you know, probably better images you could take, but it just gets you started. And getting you started, I always think is quite important. Not that you have to force anything, mind you. Never force anything, but just maybe just get that one image on the card. But this is what I've got. So behind me, like I say, I'm so sorry if the wind is too much. This lovely area of dunes. And I've got a general shot at about 24 on the 24-70, and I'm using these lovely dunes, that lovely magenta light behind us there with the lovely blues as well. And there's a lovely little kink in the path, which you can just see there, which I've got in as a sort of a zigzag diagonal taking you into the image. And I'm using a little bit of the grasses at the bottom. Hopefully they'll take a little bit of movement, and that'll just be something for the bottom left of the frame. But I'll put up a video of the actual setup I've got, and hopefully that's just a nice start. Sun is going to be a little bit of a while before it comes up. As you can see, there's a little line of cloud on the horizon, but aside from that, it's just waiting for the next shot really. And I think once I get some light and once the sun is up, all this lovely movement in the dunes, I am going to be a happy boy. So yes, great stuff, lovely start. Moon is up behind us. You see in the distance there, where is the moon? I've lost the moon. Anyway, the moon is somewhere up there in the sky. But yeah, I digress. It's beautiful, lovely subtle light, typical Gibbo light. Anyway, let's move on to the second composition, or what I think I can do next. I'm also a little bit seduced down there by my favourite fence. That'll be taking lovely light later on, so that's going to be a nice subject. But for now, let's find another composition and maybe make use of this, of the wind, and maybe bring in a little bit of movement into the grasses. We shall see. Okay guys, well in typical Gibbo fashion, I've walked about 5 yards and found my second shot. Looking behind me, again, sorry about the wind here, it's this lovely area of dunes here, a little bit lifted this one. Again, I think maybe in a few minutes time this will be worth sticking around for a shot with the light on it. Absolutely lovely movement. And what I've been doing, I've been using a shutter speed, actually I'm shooting on f11, using a shutter speed of 1 second and about 1.3 second, and it's been absolutely lovely in the dunes just to give it a little bit of movement. And of course, when you're out and you want to sort of bring movement into your images, say at the sea or with these grasses, it's sometimes good to find that perfect little shutter speed or perfect shutter speed that works well. Sometimes you don't want to over fussy and so you lose the definition. You want the shape still there, but you also want that sense of movement. And sometimes you have to find that sweet shutter speed that just does the business. For me at the moment, it's about 1 second, 1.3. There's just enough movement. There's some lovely cloud cover behind. It's a nice shot. I quite like it in this subtle twilight light. I don't know what the light will bring. I think that it will still be gorgeous, but you know me, I'm a bit of a subtle photographer, so you know, we'll see how that comes out. But as you can see behind me, that's lovely. That's a really lovely area to shoot. Sun's just about coming up now. Just a lovely bit of golden light in the in the distance there. Yeah, what a lovely morning. What a lovely morning. And I've got enough gear on, so I'm nicely looked after. Sorry, hitting the mic there. So yeah, so we'll have a little look at this one. I'll put up a video of the subtle image, and then I'll probably walk back to here and take one when the light's coming through. But for now, let's go and find something else. Maybe just some abstracts of the grasses moving. We'll see. Okay, there's the sun coming up now. That's lovely, absolutely lovely. Look at these lovely magenta tones in the clouds behind. Whoops. Good if you shoot them, John. Yeah, that's lovely. Lovely sky there. Absolutely gorgeous sky. What I'm going to do, my aim for the moment, before I come back to this spot once the light comes up, is I'm going to go and get down into the dunes here, perhaps look at the fence, perhaps look at all those lovely, the thinner area dunes where there's, you know, where they haven't quite established so much. Those are beautiful because they catch light, absolutely gorgeous. And what I'll also do, by being down on the beach, I'll be able to look back at the big dunes, the higher dunes. They'll be taking some nice light as well. So I think there's going to be some nice shots there once the sun comes out. So that's brilliant. Just again, just got to be just patient for a little while. So as I said earlier, perhaps I should take just to, you know, just to keep me going, keep me moving, keep me doing me photography. Just maybe a couple of abstracts, and then I'll get down to there. It's tempting to go down to the actual sea itself, but I think I'll be better using my time shooting the light on the dunes. Gorgeous place, gorgeous place. Okay, well, okay. I've got to my favourite fence. Right, just very quickly, guys. Some beautiful light coming through. Look at that, always getting those lovely orange tones on the fence. Beautiful sky beyond. So that's my next setup. Just waiting for that little bit more light. There's a few clouds still on the horizon. Just want that light to come through. And this is going to be, you know, I think a really effective shot. Gonna have to keep an eye on the fence. There's going to be a little bit of movement. There's going to be, you know, a little bit of blurring in the fence. It's not going to be perfectly sharp, but that's not a problem because I think the trade-off is the gorgeous light. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Oh, my favourite fence. Sad to have a favourite fence, but there you go. That's just me summed up, really. But yeah, let's just see if we can quickly look around at the sun up. Beautiful, on its way. Even this side, lovely light there. Lovely light. Smashing. Right, let's get some wide angle stuff set up. Oh yes, guys, this is what it's all about. This is absolutely beautiful. Light, look at the lovely light there. I took a couple with the fence, quite nice. Subtle light before there's sort of like really intense light. What I'm going to do now, guys, is, if you follow me, I'm going to walk around. I'm only going to walk a short distance. I am literally going to be in front of my next image in a minute. Look at these beautiful catch lights on the grasses. Oh, look at all that there. Absolutely beautiful. So with that lovely cloudscape behind, how can I resist a nice shot? Hopefully the shutter speed will still be half decent where I can get some nice movement in those grasses. If not, I might just put a stopper on and introduce some more movement. Wow. Anyway, so back to the fence in a minute, but for now, I'm going to get myself somewhere here and shoot some images here. Looks good to me, looks good to me. And the sun is going to be in a nice little clear area for a while, so yeah, it's going to be some good light. Brilliant stuff. Wow. Oh, this is really, really good. Still a little bit of cloud where the sun's coming up. So we get these little episodes where, there's some great light come through and then it goes a little bit subtle. I take both. Take the light, take the subtle stuff. I love it. Absolutely love it. Now, obviously, I'm working down in the dunes here. I'm just sorry. I'm so aware that this is going to be all muffly. Obviously, this is the area. And when you're setting up an image with your dunes and grasses, they can be complicated. Luckily here, because they're so, shall we say, what's the word? Sporadically laid out? Yeah, probably not finding the right word. I can find some nice pathways through the image, some nice areas where the sand is showing, where the dunes are taking light, so that, the immediate foreground is nicely broken up. There's a lot going on, but it's organized, not particularly chaotic. And just the cloudscape behind today. So happy with this today, so happy. I'm nice and warm as well, which is a bonus. And yeah, I'm just not gonna walk far. Why trundle all over the place? I can actually, in the distance, I can see some light coming on, big dune in the distance over there. So it's slowly creeping down the dunes again, and it'll be in position. Just stick around, wait for it to come through. In fact, the sun's gonna come through in a minute. Good stuff. But yeah, the ones I've been shooting here, back on f11 again, and the shutter speed, luckily, has been about 1 second, 1.3 seconds, just enough to introduce that little bit of movement into the grass. And what I did earlier on, actually at the top of the dunes, I did put on the 6-stopper. That worked quite well, and I will try the 6-stopper here. It might be a little too much, but we shall see. So yes, I'm just going to get myself in position again for the sun to come up. Amazing. Really, really pleased I come out this morning. Yeah, brilliant. Okay, let's see what's next. Wow. Oh man, this is fantastic morning. I've over the last few weeks, the last few days, should we say, we've been very, very grey in the area, been very depressing. It doesn't mean, I'm not interested in photography, but sometimes you just got to save your money, save your fuel, and catch up with other things. And that's actually what I've been doing quite a lot, especially as I've got a new PC now. So I got the call from Rick. I had a little chat with my mate Rick, and we did a coastal shoot a couple of days ago. That was lovely to get back on the coast, because my recent shooting has all been in woodland, which is absolutely great, but I'm a coastie at heart, as you probably all know, guys. And when you've experienced and stuff like this, you just can't beat the coast. It's wonderful. Light is superb. I've been, because it's quite windy this morning, I've been very, very carefully checking the images after each exposure, just to make sure I've brought no camera shaking, especially as you're standing around your tripod in sand. You never know whether you just slightly move things. So do keep an eye on your images, especially windy days, soft ground, just check, double check. Takes 10 seconds just to have a quick look, get on with your next image after that. But I wish I could zoom in with this, but there's some beautiful catch lights on the dunes in the distance. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to walk into there somewhere and see if I can make something out of those. Yeah, I'm not overwhelmed by it this morning. It's a place I know well. I'm at peace here, and there'll be other times. If I was up in Scotland, I might be like, oh, I've got to get this, I've got to get that. But this is great. It's lovely to experience. It's lovely to have sunlight on your face for a change after a few days of grey, believe me. So I'm going to get in there. Nothing different. Finding those wonderful shapes and contours in the dunes. Make sure they're catching light nicely. Try and introduce a bit of movement because obviously light levels are lifting now, so I might need to use a stopper. And just enjoy this. And I'll put up some more images from here, okay? Okay guys, this is, I think this is one of the most relaxed photo shoots I've had in ages. Really lovely. When I was out with Rick the other day, it was just so cold. It was hardly relaxing, but it was great to be out. But today, very, very chilled. Very, very chilled. And yeah, the light is just gorgeous. Few clouds at the moment on the horizon. Obviously the sun's been up about 20-30 minutes now, and there's still going to be good light for, I would say, for another half hour. So I'm just going to stick around. I haven't gone back up to the high dunes in the distance. Sorry if that's a bit windy on the audio there. I'm sure this is going to be a problem today on this video. Never mind, we shall see. But it's just great to explore here today and watch that light. There's nothing like it. It must be sort of the feeling you get in the mountains. Obviously, we don't have mountains here in Norfolk. But to watch that, as I can see behind me, you probably won't see it at this sort of wide an angle, but the light is slowly creeping down the dunes. It's lovely to watch. Absolutely gorgeous to watch. So soothing, so peaceful. I sound very spiritual this morning. Oh, it's great. I mean, I've just walked into a little position here just to do a bit of filming, and I already see a couple of ideas for a composition, especially if light hits a certain area. I'll try and put that up in a minute. But I'm just going to walk a little bit further, maybe try and have a picture of my picture or two of my favourite fence. But this is such an enjoyable morning. Wow. Okay, back to the camera, and I'll talk you through a new one I've got set up. Yeah, gorgeous. Okay, first photography tip from John: never carry your camera like this, never do it. Okay, I know I'm doing it now. Do as I say. No, I'm walking about 30-40 meters, guys, so I'm just being a bit lazy, not putting the gear away. But never trust anything. Never trust anything. I've been, run workshops and tours where I've seen cameras go over, fall off their brackets. It's not funny. It's not funny. Look after your gear. Look after your gear. Give it a good clean when you come home from the coast. Seen another picture now, so I'm going to be waylaid by that. But I hope you can see behind me, guys. Probably going to be a little bit bright, the video, but just the tops of the dunes there. Let's get a little higher there, John, shall we? A little bit of catch light on the top of those dunes. Might be nice long exposure stuff. But I think what I'm thinking is, obviously make full use of that polarizer. I'm at the optimum angle now with the polarizer. Yeah, I think there's some nice stuff here. Bit of movement in the grasses, punchy sky behind. Could even be a convert to black and white type image. But yeah, let's get this set up. Let's get this set up. I'll just put the camera down very carefully and we'll walk over there. So excuse the strange bit of video a minute. Stay there, camera, do not fall over. So yeah, looking behind me, let's do some reverse. All that area in there, guys, all that area in there. Might not look much on the video, but let's get that into camera and see if we can make that a nice image. Okay, I've got myself set up. Yeah, happy. Took one image so far with the, well, let's just have a quick look what we set on. We're set on about 40 millimeters, so that's more of a general view of the dunes here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move a little bit further to the top of the dunes and just shoot them against the sky with the punchy clouds. Again, I think that'll be a very nice shot. This is looking quite effective. I haven't even switched it to black and white. Sometimes when I'm looking for shadows, contours, you know, a little bit of contrast, I'll sometimes switch the camera to black and white because it sometimes just shows, you know, shows to your eye what you're going to get. Oh yeah, I can see some lovely shadows going through there, some lovely movement. Yeah, sometimes switching to black and white is a big help. I haven't today because I know these are going to look pretty good actually, because I put a six stopper on to introduce a little bit of movement. Let's just have a little look back at the camera. What was my last image? Let's have a quick look. Learn how to work your camera, John. Never, oh yeah, 4 seconds. So, you know, nice bit of movement, all you need really. You don't need to go to 20, 30 seconds, too much movement, no definition in the grasses. So that's great. And just lovely clouds above, lovely puffy clouds. So they make, you know, you just get that little bit of movement in the clouds as well. I think they're nice, effective images. So this is going to keep me busy for a little while. Great light. It's just brilliant, just brilliant. So I'll put some up from here. One of the joys of landscape photography, stopping somewhere for a little while with an idea of a big image, lovely, gorgeous light, yeah, all going well. And then you see something out of the corner of your eye, maybe it's part of the composition you're already shooting. And that's what I've done here. It's a very, very simple scene. It's an abstract. Now, for the back of the camera, I think it looks really good. Sometimes when we get those images back on the monitor, yes, you got the big, what were you thinking type thing come above you. No, I think this one is nice. I think it is anyway. I've filmed it with the camera here behind, and you can look at it and think, oh, John, what have you seen? But this is the thing about little scenes and the abstract image. We've all got our different ways of looking at them and seeing what we like from those type of images. And this appeals because there's a lovely little curve and there's just a lovely little area of light. And that's, for me, that's all you need. That's all you need for this image. But we'll see. I'll put it up, see what you think. It's rather nice. All I think is rather nice. Yeah, it's about 2 second exposure, f8, just a tiny bit of movement. Not really bothered about the movement. This one's all about the light and the shapes. Nice little abstract. First abstract I've took today. I haven't even took any closer up ones of the dunes moving. Not been in it today. I've taken one portrait image, which is unusual, but I'm seeing everything in landscape today. That's absolutely fine. I'm enjoying these images taken at the top of the dunes here, getting the movement. I'm going to do a few more of them. Just got a little bit of cloud at the moment, so just waiting for the light to come back out. And this really has been a fantastic morning, as I've probably said before. So yeah, abstract. Love it. May look for a couple more in a minute. Oh dear, I found another abstract. I was then going to go and shoot the fence before going home, and a much deserved cup of coffee. But I think this is a really nice abstract. I've said that about the last abstract, so I hope that was good. But this one, I really do like. Yeah, okay. No, I really do. I really do. I've taken about 7, 8 versions of it. Don't need to take 7, 8 versions, but I like it so much. I've gone into panic. Make sure this one comes out mode, John. So anyway, I hope it's worth it. But it's just the area behind me. And in fact, it is the area I was shooting from the last abstract. But this one, I've turned into a portrait version. I've got a lovely 2 sort of tufts of grass, a lit bit of grass in front of them, and some punchy sky behind. I think it's really effective. I hope it is. If not, this bit is going to be a waste of time. We shall see. But that is it now. I'm going to stop myself from any more abstract seduction. That sounds bizarre. I'm going to go and sit, have a look at my favourite fence, and then I think it'll be time to go. But anyway, see you at the favourite fence. So guys, I'm going to head down to the fence. I'm nearly there. Another 20 metres or so. I'll take a couple of images here. Probably what I'm going to go for is a sort of black and white type effect. Got the punchy clouds behind. Polarised. It won't be quite the right angle, unfortunately, but I'm sure I'll be able to work it out. So yeah, punchy black and whites with my favourite fence. And from here, I think I'll sign off, eh? I've talked a bit too much. I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. It's I've been using a sort of a new vlogging camera now, and it takes a bit of getting used to. And I'm hoping, obviously, I'm using a new microphone as well. About time, really. But I'm financially challenged, unlike some people who can go all over the place at the drop of a hat, unfortunately. So I have to save up for my gear and pay for my gear, and that's not always easy. So I'm going to enjoy my fence. Things you never ever thought you'd say. And I'll put up some more images if I take any more. And thanks ever so much for joining me. If you have enjoyed this video, please do leave a comment. Please do leave a like. I would so dearly love this this channel to develop further, and I want more people to see my photography. I want people to say, he's a nice chap, let's go on a workshop with him, because times are tough. Let's not get the violin out, but things are tough. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and to say, if anything, leave a comment, and if you haven't subscribed, please consider it, okay? And I hope to see you soon, all right? Take care, look after yourselves, and if you're out taking pictures, hope you get some lovely light, all right? Bye-bye, see you later, bye-bye.